how can you tell it's a good collaboration is you can see there's a DNA come from both brand, not just a slap of the print or a slap of the graphics or just the brand that they slap on the existing model that they have. You know, they basically create a brand new silhouette from these two brands. So that's why I really love the collaboration between Rick Owens and Converse. He done a lot of bad collaboration too, you know, after he departure from the collaboration with Adidas. Converse is great, you know, I love this collaboration so much, and especially on the Dark Star sneaker, you know, I definitely gonna get myself another pair of Dark Star for just like to keep it on my collection. So this is the packaging on this collaboration between Converse and Dark Shadow. At the top down view, you can see there's a branding of the Dark Shadow, and as the side, you can see the deboss of the Converse logo. And also like the box is pretty big too, you know, that's what I would expect it when I purchased a pair of shoes from Rick Owens. This release is actually the second release from this model. The first release that they done on this collaboration is the black and white colorway. That is so a typical Rick Owens colorway, you know. I think that those are the best colorways that if you want to wear the shoes for everyday wear, that colorway is the good to go colorway, because black and white sneaker, it's just like you can wear with everything, with the black upper and the white outsole colorway. It's just a classic colorway from Rick Owens. And this new two colorway that form this collaboration is the clay colorway, and this one is the off-white colorway. And to me personally, I think this clay colorway is much better than the other two. It's kind of refreshing, you know. This colorway they actually released is on the collaboration between Adidas and Rick Owens. I think they done this colorways is on the Runner and also on the Mastodon. Very similar colorways like this, you know, and you rarely really actually see people wear this kind of colorway. And also on the Geo Basket as well. I mean, the first time that I saw this colorway on the internet, I was like, yo, I would pick this colorway over this up-white colorway. However, I want to see like how would it look on the up-white colorway, because usually I don't really like white sneaker. The first time that I hold the shoes on, I feel like it's kind of heavy. But heavy is good, you know. Every time I buy like expensive footwear or expensive item from a high-end brand, I always weight is on my hand. If it's heavy, that means it's expensive, you know. That's just me. It's just weird, right? If the shoes is light, then I think they cut some corner on the production. So that's why it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's just a good feeling when you hold the shoes is heavy like this. However, it's heavy, but it doesn't mean it's uncomfortable, because the thing is, when I took out the insole from this shoe, they actually used the C+, you know, CX or C+ technology from Converse. This technology is actually very good that they use this on the, I think the Converse platform, the Run Star Motion High is very comfortable. So I'm not concerned about Converse on the shoe. And the texture that they use on this insole, they use leather texture on the surface with the deboss of the branding between Dark Shadow and Converse here. The sizing on this, I would recommend you to pick half a size down, because this is like, I usually wear size 6 on other brands like Nike, Adidas, but this one size 6, I have a room in my toe, so that's why I would recommend it half a size down if you want a little bit snug fit, you know, and give me a very good comfort around the ankle and the tongue, because they have kind of heavily padded around this area. So I feel like very snug fit around this area. And I would not recommend you to wear this every day if you are living in the New York City. You know, New York City, we often walk a lot. If you walk a lot on this shoe, you're gonna build some muscle on your calf. Definitely, it's a heavy shoes for sure. And the material that they use on the shoes is pretty good. And these two shoes are the clay colorway. They give you extra laces in black. I think the tonal laces on the shoe is good enough. I love the colorway on this. You know, it's often you don't really see that much of colorways like this on a lot of shoes, a lot of other brands too, not just from Rick Owens. And the up-white colorway though, they give you another lace, but in beige color, like a darker up-white colorways that match up with the tooling. And the shoes on the top-down view, you can see there's some perforated in the vamp, and as well as in the side area. You can see right here that closer to the heel counter. And in the lateral side, you can see there's a branding of the dark shadow. And in the middle side, there's a Converse logo. Oh, and also the lace is kind of exaggerated. The width of it is wider. Compared to the Rick Owens new release, those laces even wider. It's just like a cartoon, exaggerated laces and eyelet. But compared to this seems normal to me. You know, that's what you often see it on Rick Owens footwear anyways. In the tongue, they have a gusset in tongue. So this is very typical of like sneaker from Rick Owens. You can see that on the Ramon to the Geo Basket, even the low top version as well, they always have a gusset in tongue. I always don't really like the exaggerated tongue from Rick Owens shoes. However, though, the Dark Star is an exceptional because I love the shoe. Very cool looking shoes, and I think that possibly is the best release from this collaboration. But compared to this, I never really a fan of this big tongue. The tongue is the major reason why I sold my Geo Basket, because I just throw me off, you know. I love Geo Basket, but just the tongue is make me even shorter, and the tongue is so huge. So on top of the tongue, you can see the exaggerated text that have the brandings of the Dark Shadow and the Converse on it. The tooling on these shoes, if you look on the top down view, you can see there's allowance around this upper. It's very typical like Rick Owens, that kind of remind me of the Rick Owens collaboration with Adidas, the Mastodon, that have exactly the same aesthetic on this tooling. What's unique about Rick Owens that he always have his own aesthetic, you know. From the far you look at it, you can tell that's a Rick Owens shoe or Rick Owens products, or the even apparel too, even though I'm not really into his apparel that much, but you can tell from the far that is Rick Owens style right away. And in the midsole, you can see there's a minimalist, a reset design lines around the midsole and also in the heel. And in the outsole, you can see there's a typical shark T pattern that from Rick Owens. I think all the shoes that from Rick Owens, they use this kind of pattern, you know, very classic pattern from Rick Owens. But this one, they have pivot point in the forefoot. And as in the middle of this outsole, you can see there's a branding of Dark Shadow. I think Dark Shadow, this logo particular, is kind of new. He keep updating his branding on the Dark Shadow. I think Dark Shadow is a great brand if you are into Rick Owens, but you can't really afford the main line. I think that secondary line is also done really good job, and I love a lot of product from that line from Rick Owens. So up next, I'm gonna share with you guys how I would like to style them. So there you have it. This is my quick sneaker review from this collaboration, the Turbo sneaker. I think I'm gonna choose the clay colorway over the off-white colorway. To me, I never really a fan of white color sneaker, you know. If it's dark colors, a sneaker, I speak for myself more than the white colorways sneaker. If you like one of the look in this video, give me a thumb up. I know I done a lot of looks, you know, on this shoe because I enjoyed it. Majority, if you see my other video that I do my sneaker review on, I always do 3 different looks, but on this I do more than 3 looks for you guys, just give an idea for you guys to style, you know. And I actually enjoy styling with the Rick Owens shoes in general, so that's why you see more than 3 looks in this video. And subscribe to my channel for more video. I have a lot of video coming up every single week and I can't wait to share with you guys. I'm out.